Chosen one, this moment is not random. Heaven scheduled your arrival here. You are standing at the threshold of a divine transfer where what was once withheld is about to pour. The Lord has seen your endurance, your obedience, your quiet faith, and now the gates of supernatural provision are opening before you. What you're about to hear is not information, it's impartation. You were sent to this very hour to receive heaven's instructions for survival and abundance. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Chosen one, listen carefully. What you're hearing right now is not a coincidence. This is a divine interruption. Heaven is reaching for you because you've entered a season where everything artificial will begin to crumble. Food systems, even ways of thinking. The Lord is cleansing his chosen vessels, and you are one of them. This is not about fear, it's about obedience. When God begins a purification, he always starts with what sustains the body, because your body is the temple that carries his spirit. Heaven has spoken clearly in the days ahead. Everything man-made, everything genetically altered, everything disconnected from creation's original design will become poison to your spirit. That's why this message matters. The instruction to eat only rice, beans, and salmon is not random. It's prophetic. It's the blueprint for survival in an age of confusion. These foods were chosen because they are still alive with divine frequency. They are untouched by the corruption of greed and technology. Rice grounds you. It stabilizes your energy, keeping your spirit calm when the world shakes. Beans rebuild you. They restore endurance and strength for the long journey ahead. Salmon carries the oil, the divine intelligence that awakens your mind and reignites your discernment. Each one holds a different frequency, a different code of heaven's design. When you eat them with intention, your body aligns with divine order. You begin to feel lighter, clearer, more awake. What once felt chaotic starts to make sense because purity always brings clarity. The enemy has been poisoning humanity in plain sight. Through addiction, processed food, emotional eating, and empty pleasures, he's been dulling the spiritual antenna of God's people. But heaven is reversing that. God is calling his chosen back to the simplicity of sacred living. Just as Noah built an ark, as Joseph stored grain, and as Elijah was fed by ravens, you too are being given divine instructions for what's ahead. These three foods are not superstition, they are strategy. I've walked through seasons where my body was weary, my mind was fogged, and my spirit felt disconnected. I prayed for clarity, but heaven whispered back, "Clean your temple." I learned that revelation doesn't flow easily through a polluted vessel. You can't receive divine downloads while feeding on what the world serves. Once I obeyed, simplifying what I consumed, treating every meal as worship, I began to feel a shift. My energy changed. My prayers felt alive again. My thoughts became sharper. It wasn't the food alone, it was the obedience that opened the flow. This is what God is asking from you now, not perfection, but purity. Every act of obedience opens a portal of provision. Every time you choose simplicity over convenience, you declare your allegiance to heaven's system over man's. It's not about restriction, it's about realignment. The days ahead will test what's real and what's artificial. Many will panic, but those in alignment will walk in peace. You will see chaos and not be shaken. You will feel pressure but not break. Because your strength will not come from the world, it will come from divine energy pulsing through every cell of your being. Your diet is becoming your discipline. Your table is becoming your altar. Every spoonful of rice, every handful of beans, every bite of salmon becomes a declaration that you trust divine wisdom more than man's science. You're not just feeding your body, you're feeding destiny. You're fueling revelation. You're preparing your vessel for the next assignment. Chosen one. I know this may sound simple, but the greatest mysteries of God are always wrapped in simplicity. Obedience in small things unlocks acceleration in great things. When you listen and respond, you'll begin to notice supernatural order returning to your life. Delays will dissolve. Confusion will lift. Your intuition will sharpen. Doors that were sealed will start to open because obedience activates movement in the unseen. This isn't a diet plan, it's a divine reset. God is rebuilding you cell by cell, thought by thought, choice by choice. The fatigue you've carried, the mental fog, the spiritual dullness, they weren't normal. They were signs that your system had been compromised. But as you cleanse, your body will feel renewed, your mind will quiet, and your spirit will begin to hum again with heavenly rhythm. You will wake up earlier without effort. You'll feel peace before productivity. You'll notice your discernment heighten sensing when something or someone doesn't align. That's not anxiety. That's spiritual precision returning. Heaven is fine-tuning you to hear clearly, to see deeply, to move quickly. So hear this now, Anointed One. What God is doing in you through this obedience is not small. It's preparation for the next era, the era where only the aligned will thrive. Every chosen vessel must now become light pure and ready to carry greater power. You are not being restricted, you are being refined. You are not being deprived, you are being prepared. Eat with intention, walk with awareness, live with obedience. Because the same God who gave manna in the wilderness is giving you divine fuel now. The same Spirit that sustained the prophets is the one realigning your system today. And when the shaking begins, you will stand not in fear, but in radiant strength. This is not just about food. This is about the flow of heaven through your body, your mind, and your mission. The purification has begun, and heaven is watching for your yes. Chosen One. What's happening inside you is bigger than nutrition. This is a divine reprogramming, a spiritual upgrade written into your biology. God is not just asking you to change what's on your plate. He's inviting you to shift your frequency to match the vibration of heaven itself. You are not eating for comfort anymore. You are eating for clarity. You are not eating for pleasure. You are eating for power. Every bite of what is sacred becomes a prophetic act, a signal to the unseen realm that you are ready for your next assignment. The world is entering a time where confusion will masquerade as wisdom, where fear will be sold as safety, and pleasure will disguise itself as peace. But those who are spiritually awake, those who have purified their bodies and their minds, will walk untouched through the storm. The divine instruction to return to simplicity isn't random. It's God's way of setting His chosen apart. In the coming shift, alignment will be your greatest armor. When you obey heaven in small things, the spiritual realm begins to respond in big ways. I've seen it when my life was chaotic. I kept asking God to fix my circumstances. But heaven whispered, "Fix your flow." I didn't understand at first. Then I began to realize your external world always mirrors your internal condition. When your body is burdened by what isn't sacred, your spirit becomes sluggish, your discernment grows dull, and you start missing divine timing. But when your vessel is clean, everything around you begins to synchronize with heaven's rhythm. That's why the Lord said, "Eat only what I've blessed." Rice, beans, and salmon, simple, unaltered, pure. Rice grounds your spirit beings, strengthen your inner temple, and salmon illuminates your mind. It's a trinity of restoration, body, soul, and spirit. You're not just surviving on these, you're ascending through them. You're learning to walk lighter, think clearer, and move faster. The fire of divine energy is beginning to flow again through your body, like rivers of light awakening every cell. And let me tell you this, Anointed One. The fatigue you've been fighting was never physical, it was spiritual. The brain fog, the random sadness, the restlessness, they were all symptoms of misalignment. You weren't broken, you were bloated with the world, but that's ending now. Every day that you walk in obedience, your spirit begins to hum at a higher frequency. You'll start noticing moments of revelation, insights that come from nowhere, dreams that feel more vivid, instincts that lead you exactly where you need to be. That's divine intelligence awakening. When God said, "Man shall not live by bread alone," He wasn't only speaking of Scripture, He was revealing a law of energy. True nourishment comes from what is alive, what carries His breath. Rice grows from the soil He created. Beans sprout from seed to fruit without manipulation. Salmon swims upstream just like you chose in one, refusing the flow of the world. These three mirror your own path, grounded, growing, and going against the current. This is the era of purification, and it starts with what passes your lips. You cannot speak holy words while consuming dead matter. You cannot expect divine revelation while feeding on fear. The world will call it discipline. Heaven calls it devotion. Every meal you eat in obedience becomes worship. Every choice to abstain becomes a declaration, I am not of this world. I am of the kingdom. I've lived this transformation. There was a time I felt lost, not because I lacked faith, but because I was out of rhythm. My prayers were sincere, but my vessel was heavy. I thought I was under spiritual attack, but God showed me it was imbalance. When I aligned my body with His design, revelation flowed like never before. My decisions became clear. My creativity exploded. My peace deepened, and my provision multiplied. That's the secret of obedience. It attracts divine acceleration. Chosen one. This alignment isn't about restriction, it's about recognition. You're beginning to recognize who you truly are, a vessel of divine fire. You are not meant to live numb, distracted, or dependent. You are meant to burn with purpose, and when your temple is clean, the flame burns brighter. Your energy becomes contagious. Your voice carries weight. Your prayers shift atmospheres. You will notice the difference soon, not just in your body, but in your world. Conversations will change. The wrong people will fade. The right doors will open. That's the natural consequence of divine alignment. When your internal world becomes holy, your external world rearranges itself to match. So as you eat, don't rush. Eat with reverence. Speak over your food. Bless it. See it not as fuel, but as partnership heaven, nourishing you to fulfill your purpose on earth. The sacred act of eating becomes a covenant between your body and your calling. You are being prepared for something great. A divine transfer is on the horizon, not just of wealth or resources, but of energy, wisdom, and authority. Heaven is investing power into clean vessels, and you, Anointed One, are one of them. The shift won't come to everyone. It will come to those who have said yes, even in the smallest acts of obedience. And as you walk this path of purity, remember you are not just surviving the end times. You are embodying the new beginning. The world will see collapse. You will see creation. The world will chase noise. You will hear whispers. While others panic, you will move in peace, because alignment makes you unshakable. So lift your head, chosen one. This is your time of divine recalibration. Your obedience is rewriting your future. Every act of discipline today is a prophecy fulfilled tomorrow. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep feeding on what is sacred. The shaking is coming, but so is the glory. And when it arrives, you'll be ready, shining and alive with supernatural strength. Heaven's eyes are on you. Stay pure, stay alert, stay chosen, chosen one. Listen, this next season isn't about endurance anymore. It's about embodiment. Heaven isn't asking you to merely believe in divine transformation. It's asking you to become it. You've been trained by trials, refined by isolation, and now God is integrating everything you've learned, spirit, body, and soul, into one living testimony. The purification you've been walking through has not been random. The fatigue, the loss of appetite for the things of the world, even the moments you felt disconnected from people, they were all signs that your spirit was upgrading beyond what your body could handle. But now the balance is returning. Heaven is syncing your vessel with your new frequency. Every choice you make in this hour matters more than you realize. This isn't just about food anymore. It's about agreement. Heaven operates by covenant, by yes and no, not by maybe. When you say yes to divine instruction, every cell in your body begins to echo that yes. That's why you felt a deeper stillness lately, a sharper awareness of what feels right and what doesn't. You're not just getting healthier, you're getting holier. And holiness isn't a posture of perfection. It's a pattern of alignment. It means living with nothing inside you that fights what heaven is trying to build. That's why even your plate has become prophetic. The rice, the beans, the salmon, they aren't random symbols. They are living reminders that God provides not through complexity, but through clarity. Each grain, each seed, each fish caught in clean water carries an energy untouched by corruption. When you eat them with reverence, they remind your soul of simplicity of the Eden you came from and the kingdom you're returning to. I remember when I first began this shift myself. I was exhausted, constantly reaching for stimulation, coffee sugar noise, anything to fill the void that only divine presence could fill. But nothing worked. Until one day I heard that quiet instruction, return to what is pure. I simplified, I slowed down, I treated every meal like communion, and something changed. I stopped eating from anxiety and started eating from awareness. My dreams became vivid. My mind became still. My prayers became precise. I didn't feel lighter just in body, I felt lighter in eternity. Chosen one, that's where you're heading. The same transformation that's happening to your physical body is also happening to your finances, your creativity, your purpose. God is reordering everything connected to you. What you once struggled to manifest will begin to flow naturally. You'll notice it first in your energy. The peace that used to come and go will now stay. You'll wake up with new vitality, not borrowed from stimulants, but generated from divine alignment. The fatigue of confusion will lift. Your productivity will no longer come from pressure, but from flow. That's what supernatural balance feels like. The chaos that used to consume your days will turn into rhythm, heavenly rhythm. You'll move slower, but accomplish more. You'll speak less, but your words will carry fire. This is what happens when a vessel becomes clear. And yes, the world will look at you and not understand. Some will mock the simplicity. They'll say it's just food. But you'll know the truth, it's fuel for revelation. For when you align your body with God's design, you become a frequency heaven can trust. You start receiving divine downloads, not in fragments, but in full. This clarity will begin to affect your relationships too. You'll start sensing who is aligned with your purpose and who isn't. You'll feel when someone carries chaos and your spirit will quietly step back. Don't ignore that discernment, it's part of your protection. The same purification happening in your body will happen in your circle. God is separating the crowded from the called, the familiar from the faithful. And as He does, you may feel lonely for a moment, but don't mistake loneliness for lack. It's sacred isolation, designed to make room for divine intimacy. The fewer voices around you, the louder heaven becomes. You are being prepared for greater authority. You cannot carry power if your vessel is still full of noise. Anointed One. I need you to understand this. You are becoming a conductor of divine current. Your body, once tired and foggy, is turning into a temple of energy and awareness. Heaven is literally pouring strength into your cells. That's why sleep feels deeper now, why your breath feels different, why even your heartbeat feels peaceful. You're syncing with divine timing, your biology aligning with your destiny. Soon you'll begin to notice how even time bends in your favor. Delays dissolve. People who once ignored you start returning. Doors open that no effort could force. This isn't coincidence, it's acceleration. Obedience always compresses time. When you flow with heaven, what should take years happens in weeks. You are no longer climbing, you are being carried. Chosen One. You've been praying for breakthrough, but breakthrough isn't something that happens to you, it's something that happens through you. And now, because your vessel is pure, breakthrough can finally flow without resistance. You are becoming a living channel of abundance, a walking prophecy of divine order. Everything connected to you, your health, your finances, your purpose, is aligning under the authority of obedience. The shift has begun, and it will not stop here. Heaven has seen your faith, your sacrifices, your quiet. Yes, when no one was watching. And now reward is coming, not as money first, but as momentum. You're entering a season where progress will feel effortless because it's no longer you pushing, it's heaven pulling. Stay humble. Stay clear. Keep feeding your body and your spirit with what is sacred. Because what's coming next is not just restoration, it's revelation. God isn't merely rebuilding you, He's revealing Himself through you. You chosen one are about to walk in the kind of peace that silences storms, the kind of strength that carries others, the kind of wisdom that directs nations. And it all starts with this: a clean vessel, an obedient heart, and a table set with heaven's food. The purification continues, the transformation deepens, and heaven is still watching for your next yes. Chosen one, this is the turning point. Heaven has purified you, and now it begins to position you. You've been emptied for a reason, not to lose, but to make room. What once felt like isolation was actually incubation. Every closed door, every quiet night, every hunger that no food could fill it, was God preparing your capacity for overflow. You are standing in the threshold between cleansing and calling. The storm didn't come to destroy you. It came to strip away what couldn't stay. And now that you've learned to live from obedience, heaven is ready to trust you with influence. You've proven that you can carry revelation without pride and authority without fear. This is the hour when divine assignments begin to unfold. It will start subtly: an idea, a dream, a name that won't leave your spirit. Heaven will begin to whisper direction, and you will know it's Him, because peace will follow. You don't need to chase anything anymore. When your spirit is aligned, divine opportunities find you. You'll start to see the signs: unusual favor, unexpected provision, effortless connections. People will be drawn to you without knowing why. That's the evidence of divine frequency. When heaven's current flows through you, doors open that effort could never move. But remember, this is not a reward for perfection. It's the fruit of alignment. Every season of refinement was building this moment. The days you cried, the prayers you whispered in silence, the moments you almost gave up, they became the foundation of your anointing. Heaven saw what you endured quietly, and now it's time for what's hidden to be revealed. Your energy, once scattered, is becoming focused. Your mind, once burdened, is becoming brilliant. You'll find yourself working less, but achieving more, speaking less, but impacting deeper. That's what divine flow feels like: power without strain, purpose without panic. And as this acceleration begins, remember what brought you here: stillness, simplicity, surrender. Don't let noise pull you back. The same obedience that cleansed you will sustain you. Every day return to the altar, even if it's just through a meal, a prayer, or a breath of gratitude. Your peace is your protection. Chosen one, the world will soon look different around you because you are different within. You'll begin to manifest calm in chaos, wisdom in confusion, and faith in fear. That's the mark of one who walks with God, not the absence of storms, but the presence of stillness within them. The next chapter of your life is not about proving yourself. It's about being positioned. Heaven is placing you where your light can no longer be hidden. You are not being lifted to be seen. You are being lifted to shine. Stay humble, stay pure, stay awake. Because what's about to unfold will confirm every prophecy spoken over your life. Chosen one, as heaven begins to elevate you. Remember this truth: promotion in the kingdom is not about status, it's about stewardship. God doesn't raise you to be celebrated. He raises you to carry something sacred. The light you're walking into isn't a spotlight, it's an assignment. You're not being seen so the world can praise you, but so heaven can work through you. Everything you've been through, the losses, the loneliness, the confusion, was training. Heaven was shaping your discernment. You now recognize the difference between what glitters and what's truly gold. You've learned that not every open door is divine, and not every opportunity is aligned. This wisdom is your armor, because in this next chapter, deception will dress itself as destiny, but you, Anointed One, will see through it. God is sending you into places others were afraid to go, industries, spaces, relationships, not to blend in, but to shift the atmosphere. You carry purity into polluted systems. You carry peace into chaos. You carry truth into confusion. Wherever you step, the vibration changes, because you're no longer just in the world, you're operating above it. But hear this: the higher God lifts you, the quieter He will require you to become. You don't need to explain yourself anymore. You don't need to defend what heaven has confirmed. Your silence will speak louder than your words. Your presence will shift things long before your mouth does. The world may not understand your peace, but they will feel it. Chosen one, this is also a time of divine restoration. The years the enemy drained from you, your strength, your confidence, your joy, are being restored in greater measure. The alignment you've chosen is not just healing your body, it's healing your timeline. Delayed blessings are catching up. Things you thought were lost are being reborn in better form. Don't be surprised when old dreams return, but this time with direction. Don't resist when God reopens a door you once closed. It's not the same door. It's been purified. You are entering a season where the very things that broke you will begin to bless you. And through it all, stay grounded. Keep your altar pure. Remember the simplicity that sustained you. Rice, beans, salmon, symbols of trust and balance. They remind you that divine abundance is never complicated. When you live in rhythm with heaven, even the smallest things carry supernatural energy. You are no longer striving to create miracles. You are the miracle. Your obedience, your peace, your clarity, they're all part of the divine pattern being written through you. So stand tall, chosen one. You are not being celebrated by chance. You are being commissioned by heaven. Carry this light with reverence. Speak when led. Move when guided. And remember, the higher you rise, the more sacred your stillness becomes. You are walking into divine fulfillment, not as a seeker anymore, but as one who has found. Chosen one, by now you've noticed your perception has changed. The world hasn't grown quieter, but you have. That stillness inside you is not emptiness, it's mastery. Heaven has taught you the art of silence, the kind that hears before speaking, that senses before reacting. You no longer rush to respond because discernment now guides your every step. This silence is power. It's the language of the mature spirit. The world screams for attention, but the anointed don't chase noise, they carry presence. When you walk into a room, energy shifts, not because of appearance or words, but because you become a vessel of divine frequency. Your peace carries authority. Your calm disrupts confusion. Your presence is a sermon without sound. And now heaven is expanding that presence. You are being positioned not by promotion, but by vibration. Where others hustle, you will harmonize. Where others strive, you will flow. People will come to you seeking answers, not realizing it's not you they're drawn to, it's the divine energy within you. Don't underestimate that glow. It's not charisma, it's calling. This is the stage of divine maturity. You are not the same person who once begged for confirmation. You are the confirmation. The signs you used to chase now follow you. You've learned that true authority doesn't shout, it emanates. You don't have to prove your worth, your peace already proves your connection. But with new elevation comes new refinement. God is protecting your peace with purpose. That's why He's pulling you away from crowded spaces, from endless conversations, from unnecessary explanations. Silence is not loneliness anymore, it's strategy. In your stillness, divine downloads will come faster than ever. Heaven can only speak clearly to a quiet heart. Chosen one. This silence will begin to birth something extraordinary, divine clarity. Ideas will come in flashes of light. Solutions will appear in your dreams. Instructions will unfold mid-prayer. It will feel effortless, like remembering something you never learned. That's the language of heaven, direct, gentle, unstoppable. Your body too will respond. You'll notice how certain food sounds and environments affect your peace immediately. Pay attention, your spirit is teaching your body how to stay in alignment. That's why you no longer tolerate what used to entertain you. The old vibrations simply can't survive in your atmosphere. You are not rejecting the world, you're resonating with heaven. And as this resonance grows, the divine favor attached to your name will begin to magnetize everything meant for you. Opportunities, alliances, and resources will flow naturally. You won't chase them. They'll recognize your energy and find you. That's the promise of alignment. When you move with heaven's rhythm, everything that belongs to you moves too. So guard this silence. Protect this frequency. Don't let the noise of the world dull your awareness again. You are now living proof that stillness isn't weakness, it's spiritual precision. Chosen one, this is your divine sound of power, quiet, holy, unshakable. Chosen one, you are now entering the stage of divine manifestation. The inner work has been done, the cleansing, the alignment, the silence, and now heaven begins to make visible what has been forming in secret. What you feel stirring inside you isn't random inspiration. It's the vibration of fulfillment. Every act of obedience, every quiet yes, whispered in faith, has built a spiritual structure around you, and now the light within that structure is starting to glow. This is what the world calls miracles, but for you it's simply divine order taking form. The supernatural is becoming natural. You'll notice that life no longer feels like resistance, it feels like rhythm. You wake up lighter, your mind clearer, your days more fluid. You move through tasks with ease and people begin to ask what changed. The truth is you did. Your spirit has been elevated beyond anxiety, and your energy now flows from purpose, not pressure. But listen carefully, manifestation is not a reward. It's a reflection. It mirrors the purity of your alignment. If your motives remain anchored in service, heaven will continue to expand your influence. But if ego tries to creep in, everything slows. This is why God trained you in obscurity first, so you could handle visibility without losing humility. The more He gives you, the more He expects you to give away. And what you're about to give the world isn't a product or performance, it's presence. Divine presence transmitted through your words, your actions, even your silence. When you walk into a space, you'll notice how peace follows you like a shadow. Strangers will feel comforted near you without knowing why. That's because the energy of heaven now rests upon you, moving through you as both shield and signal. You are becoming a carrier of atmosphere, one who shifts rooms without force. This is what true anointing looks like: calm power. You're not striving to prove your calling anymore. Your life itself has become a prophecy. What once felt hidden will soon be undeniable. You'll see it in your work, your relationships, your finances. Every area that was once fragmented will start to align effortlessly. Still chosen. One, don't mistake alignment for ease. There will still be moments of shaking, but now the shaking no longer breaks you, it balances you. It's heaven rearranging pieces into a divine position. When a delay comes, it's not punishment, it's precision. God is tuning the timing so that everything lands exactly when it carries maximum impact. What used to feel like waiting will now feel like preparation. In this phase, pay attention to what flows effortlessly. That's heaven's direction. Whatever comes naturally in peace carries divine backing. You no longer need to force connections or beg for clarity. Grace will guide you through resonance. You'll feel when something is right, the same way you once felt heaviness when it was wrong. Trust that feeling. It's divine navigation. This season will also bring divine alliances. People of similar vibration will start crossing your path, those who speak the same spiritual language, who operate in integrity and depth. They are not distractions, they are destiny partners. Heaven will weave you together for kingdom purposes. Some will bring wisdom, others resources, and a few will simply walk beside you to keep your spirit anchored. Receive them with discernment, but also with gratitude, for no chosen one walks alone. At the same time, old connections may fade completely. Don't grieve the separation. Not everyone was meant to stay once your frequency changed. Some relationships were assignments, not lifetimes. Their exit doesn't mean betrayal, it means completion. Bless them, release them, and move forward with grace. The lighter your spirit becomes, the higher heaven can carry you. Financially, things will begin to move in strange but beautiful ways. Unexpected provision opportunities that seem to appear from nowhere, these are signs of divine economy. You are stepping into the era of supernatural supply, where heaven funds its assignments. It won't come through manipulation or striving, but through magnetic obedience. As you stay aligned, money, ideas, and favor will locate you. You are not chasing prosperity, prosperity is chasing obedience. Chosen one, understand this clearly. Wealth, health, peace, and power are not separate miracles. They are one manifestation in the fullness of alignment. When your spirit leads, everything else follows. That's why your energy feels cleaner now. You're not being pulled in 10 directions anymore. You're flowing in one forward, higher heavenward. But even in this beauty, humility must remain your foundation. The greatest danger in divine success is forgetting who sent it. Every blessing is borrowed. Every breath is grace. Keep your table simple, your prayers sincere, and your motives pure. Continue to eat, think, and move with reverence. The rice, the beans, the salmon, they are reminders of the sacred simplicity that brought you here. Never outgrow what grounded you. This season, heaven will also test your stewardship. What will you do with ease? Will you still wake early to pray, even when you don't need to? Will you still walk with compassion when abundance arrives? The chosen are not measured by what they gain, but by what they guard: peace, purity, purpose. Keep those safe above all else. And as divine manifestation accelerates, be ready for responsibility. The influence you carry will attract both light and shadow. But you don't need to fear opposition. Light doesn't fight darkness. It simply shines. Your role is not to defend truth, but to embody it. When your life vibrates with authenticity, deception dissolves on its own. So walk boldly, Anointed One. You are no longer waiting for your moment, you are the moment. Heaven's spotlight is not external, it's the radiance flowing through you. Everything you touch in this season will either grow or reveal itself because your presence now exposes truth. That's why God purified you so His glory could move without distortion. What's coming next is not just manifestation, but multiplication. The grace that once sustained you will now sustain others through you. You are stepping into the era of overflow, not just receiving miracles, but becoming one. Stay humble, stay clean, stay surrendered, because heaven has begun to build its kingdom through your obedience, and the world is about to see what a purified vessel can carry. Chosen One. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for, the moment where revelation turns into realization and prophecy becomes presence. You are no longer walking toward alignment, you are walking in it. What was once a mystery has become movement. What felt distant is now happening in real time. The supernatural is beginning to blend with the natural, and your life itself is becoming a living testimony of divine order. Every challenge you faced, every night you prayed without answers, every tear that fell in silence, it was never wasted. Heaven was using those moments to forge strength within you, strength that can carry glory without pride, power without corruption, and blessings without bondage. You were not being delayed, you were being developed. The weight of your calling required a vessel that wouldn't break under its brilliance. Now that vessel is ready. You'll notice something extraordinary happening now. The separation between spiritual and physical will begin to dissolve. You will think and doors will open. You will speak and alignment will happen. Your prayers will no longer feel like requests, they will sound like commands whispered in rhythm with heaven. That's not arrogance, it's authority born of alignment. The same spirit that raised the prophets, the healers, the visionaries of old, that spirit now flows through you with clarity. Chosen One. Your energy has become instruction. Every thought you nurture, every word you speak, every intention you carry releases vibration into the unseen. That is why God demanded purity, not to limit you, but to amplify you. Now your presence carries power because your motives are clean. You no longer manifest from desire, you manifest from destiny. And as this power unfolds, life will begin to respond differently. Finances that were stuck will start to move. Relationships that were stagnant will either evolve or exit. Projects that once seemed impossible will find unexpected favor. It's not coincidence, it's convergence. Heaven is merging timing, talent, and territory all at once. Everything that once felt scattered is forming a perfect pattern. But remember, divine flow still requires divine focus. The same discipline that brought you here must sustain you here. Keep your habits sacred. Keep your body holy. Continue treating your table as an altar. It's easy to lose reverence when blessings multiply, but never forget the moment you treat divine things casually, you begin to lose clarity. Stay grounded in simplicity because simplicity keeps the channel open. In this season, you'll also begin to notice the return of your voice, not just in speech, but in authority. Where once you hesitated, you will now speak with conviction. People will listen not because of volume, but because of vibration. Truth spoken from a pure heart always carries weight. You'll say things others cannot refute, not because you're smarter, but because your words carry spirit. Heaven backs what you speak when you speak from obedience. This is also the season of expansion, not forced growth, but organic increase. What you're carrying will begin to multiply naturally. Ideas will birth new projects. One act of kindness will ripple into miracles. A single message you share will touch thousands. You are no longer just a receiver of revelation, you are a distributor. The anointing that once covered you is now flowing through you. Still, don't confuse motion with movement. Not every opportunity will be divine. Heaven's path often looks slower because it's stronger. Let peace be your confirmation. If a choice feels heavy or rushed, it's not from God. The divine never demands panic, it invites peace. Remember, spiritual maturity isn't about speed, it's about synchronization. Chosen one, your clarity will begin to expose things around you. Falsehood cannot hide in your light anymore. Pretenders will distance themselves not because you judge them, but because your vibration convicts them. Don't chase what leaves, thank it for teaching you discernment. Everything that exits now is making space for divine alignment. You will soon realize that your entire life has become a ministry, not in a religious sense, but in an energetic one. Every conversation becomes a seed. Every presence you enter becomes a prayer. Every small act of kindness becomes an altar. You are heaven's ambassador in motion. You carry an invisible mantle that others can feel but can't explain. And this is exactly how God planned it. You are not here to debate faith, you are here to demonstrate it. Financially, too, heaven will confirm its covenant. Ideas you once set aside will suddenly find traction. Delayed payments will clear. Unexpected blessings will arrive through unlikely channels. But remember, wealth is not a goal for you. It's a tool. You are a conduit, not a container. What flows to you must flow through you. Give without fear, for your source is not the system, it's the spirit. The more freely you release, the more abundantly you receive. And emotionally, you'll notice something sacred happening. Peace will no longer be something you fight for. It will become your default state. Chaos may still exist around you, but it will no longer exist within you. That's the sign of spiritual maturity, when storms no longer shake what's been secured in God. Anointed One, you've reached the stage where heaven begins to reveal purpose in full color. The fog has lifted, the noise has faded, and now what was once uncertain has become undeniable. You are being positioned to lead, to heal, to build, to bless. But not by striving, by being. You've become the vessel heaven can finally trust, with visibility, influence, and authority. So walk boldly into what's next, but walk softly before God. Every step is sacred. Every decision echoes eternity. You are not just entering a new chapter, you are becoming a new creation. The earth is waiting for those who radiate divine order. And you, chosen one, are heaven's answer to that waiting. The manifestation has begun, not someday, not soon, now. Stay aligned, stay luminous, stay humble. Because your presence is no longer preparation, it's prophecy fulfilled. Chosen one. The transformation that began as an inner whisper has now become a living frequency that reshapes everything around you. You are walking in what prophets once saw from afar, the era of divine embodiment, where heaven and earth meet within a single vessel. You are that vessel. You are no longer waiting for the kingdom to come. The kingdom is flowing through you. Look at how far you've come. Once you sought signs and confirmation, now you are the sign. You've become proof that obedience creates miracles, that surrender unlocks supply, and that divine order is stronger than worldly chaos. The battles you endured didn't break you. They burned away everything false so that truth could reign. And that truth is simple yet eternal. You are God's design in motion. This is the stage where everything hidden begins to unfold. The prayers you forgot you prayed will start to manifest. The seeds you sowed in seasons of pain will suddenly bloom with supernatural speed. The very areas that were once barren will become your testimony. The desert you walk through is about to blossom. This is not coincidence, it's recompense. Heaven is repaying you in the same measure that the enemy tried to drain you. You'll begin to notice how time bends around you. What used to take years now happens in moments. The reason is simple: you've entered divine flow, where obedience shortens distance. You no longer chase timing, timing chases you. Doors open on their own because your vibration matches heaven's rhythm. The blessings you once begged for now arrive quietly, naturally, like morning light after a long night. But here, this Anointed One manifestation isn't the end. It's the beginning of stewardship. Every miracle carries a mission. Every blessing carries responsibility. You were not elevated to escape. You were chosen to establish. The light in you must now become leadership. You are being sent to guide others out of the fog you once walked through. Don't preach perfection, embody peace. People will follow your calm more than your words. In this season, humility becomes your crown. The world may call you gifted, but you know the truth: you're graced. You didn't earn this. You aligned with it. And alignment keeps you expanding as long as gratitude stays your posture. Never let success silence your surrender. Continue your sacred rhythms. Eat simply, think purely, live prayerfully. These are not habits anymore. They are spiritual technologies that keep your frequency pure. New people will enter your life now, not by coincidence, but by covenant. Destiny partnerships will form quickly. You'll recognize them instantly. Your spirit will feel at home. Together you'll build, heal, and create on a scale that once felt impossible. Heaven is forming teams of light across the earth, and you are one of its anchors. Be ready to collaborate, to share wisdom, to pour into others without fear of depletion. The energy that flows through you is infinite when it's divine. At the same time, expect spiritual resistance. Not all will celebrate your glow. Some will misunderstand it. But you don't need to defend what's divine. Light never argues with shadow. It simply shines. Keep your focus upward, your heart soft, and your peace protected. The enemy cannot touch what is surrendered. When attacks rise, worship deeper. When confusion appears, pause longer. You win by maintaining alignment, not by fighting back. And now something beautiful begins the transference. You've heard of divine wealth transfer, but what's truly coming is bigger than currency. Heaven is transferring wisdom, influence, invisibility to those who have been purified. You are being positioned not just to receive resources, but to redirect them. You are heaven's bridge between spirit and system, a carrier of divine intelligence in a world starving for authenticity. Finances will begin to obey faith. Provision will meet purpose. You'll no longer live by calculation, but by revelation. When you move with heaven, resources recognize your voice. The numbers will no longer frighten you because your source isn't numerical, it's eternal. As you sow into others, you'll find that generosity becomes multiplication. The law of giving and receiving will become a living rhythm within you. Chosen one. This is also the time when your legacy begins. What you build now will outlive you. Every message, every act of kindness, every piece of light you plant will echo through generations. Heaven doesn't measure success by speed, but by seed. What you deposit into the world today will blossom in souls you may never meet. That's why integrity matters more than image. The unseen work sustains the seen miracles. Your journey is no longer about arrival, it's about expansion. Each level of obedience reveals a new horizon of purpose. And as you continue to evolve, remember this: miracles are not events to chase. They are environments you create. Wherever you go, heaven now travels with you. So walk forward, Radiant One, not as someone still seeking, but as someone already found. You are the proof that surrender is stronger than striving, that holiness is harmony, and that the divine can dwell in the human without limit. Lift your head and breathe. Feel the peace around you. This is not a dream, this is the promise made visible. The light within you is not borrowed anymore. It's born. Go forth, chosen one. Build gently. Speak wisely. Love boldly. For the era of becoming is over, the era of being has begun. Chosen one, take a breath and listen closely, because from this point forward, everything begins to accelerate. You are standing in the narrow passage between revelation and reality. The choices you make now will determine the current of your future. But do not fear, Anointed One, for the same hand that guided you through fire is the one now leading you into fulfillment. The shaking you feel is not destruction, it's construction. Heaven is rearranging the architecture of your life to match the frequency of your destiny. You've spent years learning how to survive, but this is the moment you learn how to soar. The limitations that once bound your mind are breaking. The old cravings, the old cycles, even the old ways of seeing yourself are dissolving. You are being recalibrated, mind, body, and spirit, to hold more light, more wisdom, more divine flow than ever before. This is the hour when obedience becomes overflow. Every sacred action you've taken, every meal eaten in alignment, every prayer whispered in surrender, every step made in faith has been recorded in the Spirit. None of it was wasted. Each act of faith became a seed planted in heaven's soil, and now the first harvests are beginning to sprout. Don't be surprised when miracles appear quietly, not as explosions, but as unfolding peace. The supernatural doesn't always come loud. Sometimes it comes as a calm that can't be explained. That calm is your confirmation. Chosen one. Your very biology is shifting. The cells in your body are responding to divine order. Where there was exhaustion, vitality returns. Where there was confusion, direction appears. It's as if your system is finally remembering what it was designed to be, a temple of divine intelligence. The foods, the rhythms, the silence, they've been tuning your frequency to hear the whisper of heaven without distortion. And now that whisper is becoming a clear voice. You'll notice it in simple ways, in the people you meet, in the conversations that feel guided, in the sudden awareness that certain places or habits no longer belong to you. It's not rejection, it's redirection. Heaven removes what no longer vibrates with your purpose. You are being set apart not because you're better, but because you're ready. The time for half-light is over. You were never meant to live dim. You are also stepping into a deeper form of intuition, not emotion-driven, but spirit-led. Your discernment will sharpen so powerfully that you'll sense truth before you see it. That's how heaven protects its own. Don't second-guess that knowing anymore. When your spirit says peace, move forward. When it says pause, listen. Obedience to that quiet voice will unlock doors human strategy never could. This next phase will also bring divine responsibility. You're not being filled just to feel full, you're being prepared to pour. The wisdom, energy, and clarity you've gained are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to heal. You'll find yourself speaking life into others without effort, radiating comfort, simply by being present. People will be drawn to you not for answers, but for atmosphere. That's the mark of divine maturity, when your peace becomes a ministry. And yes, chosen one, prosperity is part of this alignment, but not the kind the world chases. This is not about accumulation, it's about activation. Divine provision will flow not from hustle, but from harmony. As you live in obedience, heaven will fund your purpose. Unexpected resources will arrive, often disguised as opportunity. Money, favor, ideas, they will move toward you because your frequency has become trustworthy. Prosperity is not a product of striving, it's a symptom of alignment. Guard your focus now. The enemy can't stop your flow, but he can distract it. Beware of counterfeit offers, connections that glitter, but drain paths that promise speed, but steal peace. Heaven's blessings never come wrapped in anxiety. If something demands you to abandon peace, it's not from God. Protect your energy with the same reverence you protect your prayer time. What you tolerate determines what you attract. And don't fear the quiet stretches that may come. Silence in this phase is not absence, it's incubation. The seeds of your next miracle are rooting in the unseen. Trust the process. Divine timing is like the tide, you can't force it, but you can align with it. Keep your altar pure, your intentions clean, and your spirit receptive. Soon you'll begin to see the fruits of your obedience in every area, not just health, but harmony. The people around you will notice. They'll ask how you found such calm in a chaotic world. And you'll smile not in pride but in peace, because you'll know it wasn't something you found. It was something you became. Anointed One, this is what divine maturity looks like. Stillness that carries thunder, gentleness that carries power, faith that carries vision. You are walking proof that God can build eternity through simplicity. The three sacred foods, the clean habits, the daily surrender, they were never random. They were keys unlocking heaven's rhythm inside you. Now that rhythm becomes your reality. You don't have to chase miracles anymore. You've become one. Every breath you take echoes alignment. Every step you walk ripples purpose. And every act of gratitude draws heaven closer to earth. So stand tall, chosen one. The shaking is behind you, the acceleration is before you, and divine confirmation surrounds you. What you once prayed for is now unfolding through you. The transformation is complete. You are the evidence that obedience still opens heaven. You are the bridge between chaos and creation. You are living proof that simplicity is power. Now walk not as one who survived, but as one who was sent. Heaven is watching, earth is waiting, and your time is now. Chosen one, as this message settles in your spirit, know that heaven has already begun to move on your behalf. The fog that once blurred your path has lifted, and what stands before you now is divine clarity, a holy alignment between your spirit and your destiny. You are not waiting for breakthrough. You are in it. This is your Kairos moment, your appointed time. The sacred transfer has already started. Strength is returning to your body. Peace is rising in your heart. Vision is being restored to your mind. You are not who you were when you pressed play. You are standing in divine rhythm now, chosen to live, to lead, and to radiate heaven's purity in a world starving for truth. Walk forward in obedience. Keep your altar clean. Guard your temple, because as you remain faithful, the flow of the anointing will not just touch you, it will move through you. You will feed others, heal others, awaken others, simply by walking in alignment with what God has revealed. If this word has confirmed something deep within your spirit, pause for a moment and declare it: I am aligned. I am protected. I am chosen. Leave your amen or your sacred number in the comments, not as reaction, but as agreement. And as you share this message, may it awaken another soul who is ready to rise. Go in peace, Anointed One. The divine flow has already begun, and you are the vessel it runs through.